Welcome Ragnarians. My name is Dave.
And I'm Jen, and what you're about to watch is Oscar-worthy.
Whether you've run a Ragnar before or this is your first time, get ready, because we're talking all things safety.
Curious about what the heck it is you even signed up for?
What on earth is a Ragnar Trail?
Well, we have another video for that, and the reality is, pretty soon you're gonna find out what this is all about.
First things first, you're gonna wanna grab that phone and download the Ragnar app, the correct Ragnar app.
This is going to have everything you could possibly need to know for your event. There are loop maps in there, course highlights, and of course, you guessed it, safety rules.
Before we dive into exactly what Ragnar's safety rules are, let's be clear that any violation of these leads to a strike. 3 strikes and you're out. As in, out of the race, disqualified, can no longer participate.
If you follow all the rules in this video, you should have a home run race from start to finish.
Ready? Before we even hit the trails, let's talk about our responsibility as visitors in these special places. We are guests to these communities, the campgrounds, and trail systems. Please respect them, don't trash them, and leave no trace. Please stay on designated Ragnar Loop trails and don't wander off the beaten path. This disrupts natural vegetation and could lead to an encounter with wildlife you might not exactly want to meet.
Back to trail running. If this is your first time, there's a few courtesy tips we have.
Many of our trail systems are single track. This means running in a single file line, not shoulder to shoulder with your buddy. If you'd like to pass someone, please announce yourself with a nice, sturdy,
on your left, and then gently pass them on the left, of course. Coming up on your left. Thank you.
While out on the trails, please use bone conduction earphones or run with one earbud out and at a volume that you can hear your own footsteps. If you can't hear your own trot or instructions from course staff and volunteers, you're doing it wrong. Now, let's get ready to Ragnar.
After you arrive at the venue, one person from your team will pick up your runner bib.
Make sure your bib is facing forward on the outermost layer of clothing with your number clearly visible. The bib contains a timing chip that will notify your team when they're about a quarter mile away from the transition tent. If you don't have a teammate waiting for you, then leave your bib at the transition tent so it can be given to your team's next runner.
Memorize your bib number, aka your team number, in case we need to call you over the PA system. In this case, you would be team number 1.
Along with your bib, you will also receive some slap bracelets. And yes, they are exactly what they sound like. As much as we want the shiny cool ones, here at Ragnar we have 3 slap bracelet colors: green, yellow, and red. For example, if you are running green, you should slap the green bracelet on. This is so you don't get lost or forget what loop you're supposed to be running. The course is marked with signage that also corresponds to the color of the loops. It's like a giant color-coded map. Be on the lookout for more signage along the course that will motivate you, tell you you're going the wrong way, and most importantly, when you need to slow down or use caution.
It's important to run with your phone as a safety measure and make sure that you have your teammate's contact saved to your phone.
Why, you ask?
I'll tell you why. Let's say you're running on the trail and you come across an injured runner. You're not just gonna hop over them and carry on your way. That's not who you are. You're a hero.
If this happens, call a teammate back at camp if you have cell service. Give them all the information you can, including the injured runner's team number, last mile marker you passed, and ask them to tell someone from Ragnar right away. If you don't have cell service, inform the first staff member or volunteer you see along the course, and we will be on our way to assist.
If it's a dire situation and true emergency and you have cell service, as always, please call 911 immediately and then notify Ragnar staff. If you get injured while running, call a teammate back at camp if you have cell phone service and have them contact someone at Ragnar. If you don't have cell phone service, please give a passing runner all of your details, including your name, team and bib number, location, and injury information. They can continue along the course to find help and send a medic out ASAP. We do recommend headlamps about 2 hours prior to sundown. Why, you ask? Because some of our loops are pretty long and we don't want you to get stuck out there in the dark.
Be sure to bring extra batteries in case you run out of juice.
Speaking of juice, we don't have that, but we do have water along the course.
Location varies depending on your race specifically. There is also water, electrolyte water, coffee, and hot chocolate in the village.
Look, this is a multi-day event. Unless you're a camel, you're gonna wanna drink water.
And you're going to need reusable water vessels. Here at Ragnar, we care about the planet. One of our sustainability efforts is being cupless, which means BYOWB, bring your own water bottle, and coffee mug, and anything else you wish to fill with fluids.
If you forget a reusable water vessel, you can always pick one up at our gear store on site at the race.
This next part's for all you party animals. Drinking alcohol dehydrates you. We recommend saving the celebratory drinks until the race is over, but if you choose to drink during the race, please do so responsibly and hydrate with extra water to make up for it. Headaches, hangovers, and camping don't exactly go well together.
What happens if a runner is taking longer than expected? And I mean significantly longer than expected. We call this an overdue runner. If a runner's taking longer than you thought or what was predicted, please contact one of our staff members so that we can gather information and send out a search crew if necessary.
What happens if you run into wildlife? It's natural. Literally, we're in their home. Every now and then you'll run into wildlife.
As always, whether you're at our event or not, if you see a worrisome wild animal on the course, stop running. Make yourself big, wave your arms above your head, don't turn your back on the animal, and remain calm while you back away while still facing it. So easy to say now. Depending on where your race is, there might be special wildlife that you are not used to, especially if you're traveling from out of state. As always, be aware.
What happens if you want to tell scary ghost stories and roast marshmallows? You can, just not at your campsite.
We will have Ragnar-made campfires in the Ragnar village. No open flames or campfires will be allowed at individual campsites.
Did you hear?
Mother Nature is throwing a party.
We're talking strobe lights and a bass so loud it'll shake you.
And you're invited.
Unfortunately, this isn't the type of party we really want.
If the party gets a little too loud and the lights get a little too flashy, you know, when the lightning is striking down left and right.
We'll pause the race and give each team a lightning hold card that will say when and where in the course they'll start running again, after the conditions become safe.
Every party has a pooper, and in this case, I guess it's us. It's hot, it's humid, the sun's blazing. These conditions are exceptionally taxing on the body. I'm talking about sweat where the sun doesn't shine.
In these racing conditions, don't push yourself too hard and keep an eye on runners around you. We have to have each other's sweaty backs.
Whatever you use to train,
Boy, do we hope you train.
whatever you use to train, that's what you should use the day of the race.
If the sun is beating down, a great way to cool off is a smaller version of the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Keeping your core body temperature as low as possible while running is vital. A little cold water on your head and neck will go a lot further than you think.
Knowing there is a high probability of hot temps at your upcoming race, our staff is continually monitoring the weather as we approach the event.
If it exceeds our threshold, we will pause the race and pass out heat hold cards and share instructions with you about where and when you'll start running again once it is safe to do so.
Did you get all that?
Sure hope you did. Remember, let's conserve the trails that we run on and leave no trace behind.
And if you have any questions, make sure to drop us a line. Your safety is our #1 priority.
But don't forget to have fun.
We'll see you soon.